Buckley with LagunaBeach.com, and we're proud to be a media sponsor of the upcoming Blue Water Music Festival, the first contemporary festival underlying the musical soul of Laguna Beach's world-renowned art scenes. Conceived as a super fundraiser, half of ticket sales will go directly to partnering nonprofits, after-school programs, artists, and other vital causes. Join us as Southern California's most talented original artists and international stars come to the Sawdust Festival grounds in Laguna Beach for 2 days only, March 29th and 30th. I'm here today to introduce you to some of the participating artists and performers. Next up, I'm talking to Ron Pringle, aka Ron I, of the World Anthem Band, Laguna Beach legends, and a big reason why Laguna Beach is considered by many to be the American reggae capital. Ron, thanks for joining me today.
Very happy to be here, Kate. Thanks for having us.
Ron, tell us about the other members of your band.
Well, the band World Anthem has had an extremely talented lineup since our inception in 1991 when we started. A lot of our members have gone on to fame and success around the world in other bands that have started out with us, including Rodney Shepherd, who with some of his classmates from high school started a band called Sugar Ray, went on to sell millions and millions of records and tour the world many times. Dean Butterworth, who was our founding drummer, of course went on to find success with Ben Harper and the Innocent Criminals as their drummer for 5.5 years, touring the world 4 times with them. And members of our band have also played on Ben's records, like Jelani Jones and former member Rock Dedrick, who plays in Common Sense now. And our sax player, who started out with us here in Laguna, he went on to join Lenny Kravitz in 1993 with the Mama Said record and has been touring and recording with Lenny ever since for over 20 years now. So World Anthem is kind of a jumping off spot, if you will, for a lot of guys that go on to find success on and on. Our bass player, Kevin Smith, and I have been together since inception, and Jelani Jones has been a very, very important part of our band as well. Amazing guitar players have come and gone. Phil Goff, among many others that have joined us, Jay Vatuk, and I could go on and on about the guys that have been in World Anthem, but currently the lineup stands as myself, Kevin Smith, Adam Arredondo, Gerald Coachman, we call him the Coach, on drums, and Marcus Damien on guitar. And Jelani Jones will be joining us too for some key performances here in the near future.
Nice. Ron, I hear you had a special relationship with reggae pioneers, the Rebel Rockers, and their frontman, Reds. Can you tell us a little more about this?
Well, Eric Morton, his stage name Reds, and well known throughout the area and loved by everyone. He was just such a tremendous and phenomenal human, and a very powerful force for music in this region, and for myself personally as a mentor in my life, coming up as a teenager in this village, and a wayward youth, if you will, and getting strong direction from him, Eric Reds, on how to listen to music in a certain way and how to. He lived it. He went to Jamaica. He brought Jamaica back to Laguna. He was the first one, along with the Rebel Princess Deborah, to go over there and really explore the hills of St. Anne's and lay on the beaches of Negril and make friends with the Rastaman in Jamaica, and brought those experiences back here, founding the Rebel Rockers. And the Rebel Rockers, along with so many of my contemporaries, really shaped how we listened to reggae music, which was a blend of roots reggae with our influences in the California surf culture. Bringing in influences like Hendrix and other rock greats for that matter, and then you've got Curtis Mayfield and Marvin Gaye and lots of others, Stevie Wonder, of course, Bob Marley, and all the others that we listened to. So it was a fusion of all these types of influences, and it's been great.
That's great.
Eric is such a solid man. We did lose him on June 6th of 2013. And we do honor his memory in an ongoing basis in our music and in our hearts.
It's wonderful.
We love the red one.
Ron, why do you feel that reggae music has taken such a stronghold in Laguna Beach? Why do you feel that there's so much resonance with it here? I wouldn't have imagined before talking to you that Laguna Beach had so much in common with Jamaica.
Well, to my estimation, I feel that beach cultures around the world really are able to gravitate and really take the feeling of reggae music. The carefree, good vibrations, positive vibrations, because the ocean gives so much negative ions to us, which gives positive vibrations. We absorb all the goodness from the ocean and through the music, and it allows us to have a happy life, by listening to the music that we love. When it comes to Laguna Beach and reggae music, again, it comes back to the rebel rockers and guys like Jack Miller and some of the others who forged the way for us.
Yeah.
We love reggae music here in Laguna, and we always will. I've been performing at the Sandpiper Lounge with World Anthem every single Thursday night for 20 years now, and that's something not everyone can say. So I'm proud of the fact that we've been kind of a local institution for music, where now generations of people have gone through. The people who saw us in the beginning, their kids are now starting to come in and join us in the fun, so it's really neat.
I love it. Well, there's certainly something very special about Laguna Beach, though, because I love what you said about beach culture everywhere and the adjacency to the ocean and the negative ions. However, you don't really see reggae music sort of like taking root in, I don't know, Alaska. So I'm just wondering what you feel it is about Laguna Beach particularly that creates such a home and such a positive vibe for your music.
Well, we do have a very special sleepy little seaside artist colony which caters to artisans of all types. And I think now music is starting to get some of the attention that it deserves in this community, because it's important. We are a mainstay here. We bring people to our town to enjoy the vibrations and enjoy the music, and it's great. It's this concert that we'll be doing here in a few weeks is a very important part of that.
I couldn't agree more. Along those lines, tell me about the first American Reggae Hall of Fame induction ceremony. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, well, it's going to be all about Redlocks. He's the man. I highly suggest that he be the first inductee, because if it wasn't for Reds, there'd be no reggae music in Laguna. And other important members, going forward, my best friend for 35 years now, Nick Hernandez of Common Sense. We grew up together singing music together in elementary school here at El Moro. And so, a lot of my best friends were making music here, and, the honor that Reds is going to be bestowed, along with the Rebel Princess, Deborah, it's well deserved.
Mm-hmm. That's great. It certainly sounds that way. So, Ron, tell me who or what, besides Reds and some of the other people that you've mentioned, have been your biggest musical influences?
Well, it's got to come down to Bob Marley, firstly and foremostly. The first time I listened to a Bob Marley record, something just clicked in my head and it just made sense. And Bunny Ruggs of Third World. Bunny Ruggs just actually died last week, so he was honored in Jamaica with a huge ceremony just yesterday. So Bunny Ruggs, of course, Bob Marley, and Michael Rose from Black Uhuru, Junior Reid, Dennis Brown, and so many other greats. It's really hard to list all of the fantastic musicians that have had such an impact in reggae music on all of us. But those are some of the very, very best.
Yeah, that's great. I love it, Ron. You're a walking encyclopedia of reggae and world music. It's fantastic. It's really fun talking to you. How do you feel about the concept overall of the Blue Water Music Festival?
World Anthem was fortunate enough to be invited to play at the very first Blue Water. And we had it here at the Festival of Arts grounds. And to be able to continue the support and continue the tradition of the Blue Water Festival is very strong. I just think we're going to have a great lineup that day. There's going to be filled with such positivity. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to see Pato Bantan. Many other fantastic musicians are going to be performing. So it'll be a diverse blend of lots of great music from across the region here, featuring a lot of fantastic reggae as well.
Ron, thank you so much for talking with us today. It's been a pleasure. Can't wait to hear you live at the Blue Water Music Festival. This is Kate Buckley of LagunaBeach.com with the Blue Water Musical Festival. Thank you for joining us today.
Blessed love.